Ladies and gentlemen, I am 17 years old once again, and I welcome you to a brand new Let's Play. This time, for the Summer LP, we are playing the sequel to the N64 game Paper Mario, and probably the best Paper Mario game out there, Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, originally released in 2004 on on the Nintendo GameCube. Got a remake last year as well, almost 20 years later, but we finally got ourselves an updated version of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, because trying to find this game online for the Nintendo GameCube will cost you a pretty penny. Fucking retro scalpers, I swear I hate them. But we're going to get things moving, shaking and baking, start things from the very beginning, and see where the adventure takes us. And ladies and gentlemen, thus begin our adventure in Rogueport. And the beginning of the game itself, you see we have Toes and the residents of Rogueport, this sordid looking town. A save block here. Hit this block to save all the events you experienced so far. If you get a game over, or if you start playing again from the title screen, you can continue from the last point you saved. Anytime you find a block like this on your adventure, be sure to hit it. And you want to hit it because even though this is, modern day auto saving, it doesn't really do all of that in this case. So make sure to save as much as you can. Not even 2 minutes in, and we already got trouble brewing. Let's go. Immediately, we are thrown into a battle against Lord Crump. And folks, I'm just going to tell you right now, we're going to be seeing a lot of this motherfucker throughout the game. But one thing different from the original Paper Mario is that we have action commands already in tow. In the original, you had to find a item in order to be able for you to use it. But in this one, you can use it immediately. In this case, we're going to jump on them. Press A at the exact moment you stomp on an enemy. This time we're going to use the hammer. We're going to hold the left stick left and release it when the star lights up. And to finish things off, we're going to jump on him one more time. Only 5 HP for this. I'll let them beat the shit out of each other. We're just gonna continue on with our adventure. Fuck this.
Oh yes. Oh. Oh yeah. Hmm.
Goombella joined your party. Goombella's abilities, A Primer. When you approach people or objects, you may see an icon appear over Goombella's head. If that happens, you can press X to learn more about that person or object. Press X to learn about a person. That's Goomter the Goomba. He's always complaining about being swindled or mugged. Press X to get information about nearby people, places, and objects. Press X to learn about a location. This is Rogueport Square. It's the center of town in the main business district. It's a crossroads where many people meet, including more than a few shady characters. Sometimes you'll learn some interesting tidbits. Try using her ability whenever you can. Alright, includes the primer, and let's go ahead and I've mastered him. I'm not explaining all that shit again. Of course, Kumbella can be quite helpful in battle too. She can jump to attack an enemy with a head bonk or look up enemy HP and weaknesses with her Tattle ability. Sounds familiar? So ZL helps provide hints from Gubella on where to go next, which is pretty nice in case you get lost. But here we are in Rogueport Square in the center of town. Before we try to find Professor Frankly, though, we got a couple of things we need to take care of first. First, we got our news board here. Turf war between the Peon, the Syndicate, and the Robos heating up, apparently. Best stay indoors. And if you go in the back here, the graffiti corner. I saw the most beautiful, elegant princess in Rogueport. I think I'm smitten. Podley's best customer. Yeah, basically just like in the original Paper Mario and Toad Town, you can read both the front and the back side of, hey, look at the Koopa in the back there. Like fucking John Wayne Koopa or something over here for 1,000,000 coins. But if you try to go to the west here, you're confronted by this Toad here. Freeze!
You two, now another step. Don't come this way. Some complete jerk just bumped into me and made me lose a contact lens. I'm looking for it right now, so don't you dare move. You hear me? Whatever you do, do not move an inch. Not an inch, you hear?
And unfortunately, though, you can stay here for as long as until the sun comes down, and it really won't get you anywhere. You do have to jump, move, or do something. In this case, I'm going to jump and squish your contact lens, bitch.
Ah! Idiot! You stepped on it. My poor contact lens. I told you not to move. Don't your stupid ears work? What were you thinking? This is your fault. Now I have to buy a new contact lens. But you're going to pay for it. Compensate me, Mr. Clumsy. Fine. If that's your plan, then here's mine, you oaf. I'm going to block the gate to the west side until you bring me a new contact lens.
That's fine. I'll travel to the west side anyways. Yep, but unfortunately we cannot go west or anything of the sort. We won't be able to go past that area until I believe the end of Chapter 2, if I'm not mistaken. But here we are. Now we have to get a contact lens, and we have to get one specialty ordered from the shop here, as indicated by the flower here for you guys here today. We got the item list here. Welcome. Yes, welcome to the Toes Brothers Bazaar. Eh? What's that? You want a contact lens, you say? Wait just a moment. Gee, fella, I'm sorry, but we don't have any in stock right now. Tough luck, I know. I can special order one right away for you, but it'll take a while. Check back soon, okay? And the contact lens will be placed here once we do arrive, but we do have our mushrooms. Replenishes 5 HP, honey syrup that restores 5 FP, a tonic that cures poison and other ailments, a fire flower that does 3 damage with enemies and burns them, and a sleepy sheep. All classic items from the first game, and also new items will pop up as well. Hey there, fella. Welcome. Is this your first time in our shop? I think it is. I always like to explain our shop point system to new customers, so bear with me. Customers receive 1 shop point for each item they purchase, up to a max of 300 points. You with me so far? Save up enough shop points and you can get prizes, including some rare items. You'll find a list of prizes posted at any shop, so be sure to check it out. It's a pretty simple promotion, wouldn't you say, fella? Need me to explain that again? No. Now, with that said, Hey there, fella. Welcome to the Toad Brothers Bazaar. What can I do for you? Come again, okay? We're good here, and you can see that list of items that's brand new to this game here. As you can see, 10 points for a mushroom, 20 for an ice storm, and as you go further down, up to 3 gold bars at 300 points. So yeah, could be worth your time, and if you know how to exploit the system, meaning how to buy low, sell high, then you can take advantage of that very, very easily. But this is the inn where Toadsworth is hanging out as well. You can see here we have some colorful characters that will play an important role in later chapters, but that's not for a while. So we can go ahead and come up top here. Here's Toad and Toadsworth and the inn here. Now there is a difference between the inns in this game and the inns from the first game. You have to pay in order to sleep at the inn. It is 5 coins to sleep in. I believe it does change varying on location, but you can score things such as inn coupons, which will allow you to sleep at the inn for free. So that's a big difference. Also as well, healing items as well also cost money. It's not like in the first game where you can just hit a block to restore your HP, FP, and it's for free. No, you do have to pay coins for that as well. And we have an additional shop up here. Sorry, we're closed. We'll reopen at 11 a.m. today. This shop here, we'll show it off at a later time, probably like after the first chapter or something like that. But that is a badge shop in which you can just buy badges and stuff like that and all sorts of goodies. So let's just keep things down, moving to the right. Whoops, pardon me, sucker.
Hey, what's your beef, pal? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking here. The guy bumps into you and just runs off like that. Unbelievable. Some people are just so rude.
And the problem is, with that bump, he took half our coinage. We had 100 coins at the very beginning of the game. Now we're at 50, but we can get those 50 coins back real quick if we know where to look. And I know where to look. We have to go into the back alleys of Rogueport. Basically, it was just what looks like basically just down the street for me, really. But here we are to the left, and you want to come inside this door here. Here's your bandit. Yoops! Fancy meeting you here. Pretty dang persistent, buddy. What a pain. Fine, okay, you got me. I'll give you your coins back. Here. And we got our coinage and we are good to go. So now let's go ahead and head back to the right. And let's make our way towards Professor Frankly, who just is literally right there too. You have a couple of shops before you meet him here. You have what's known as the Shine Sprite stop. Basically the Shine Sprites from Mario Sunshine.
Welcome to the home of Merlin, the super magician. I foresaw your arrival. I can aid you if you wish. With 3 Shine Sprites, I can power up your partners. Of course, that means I boost their attack power, but I also throw in a no move for free. No batteries included. So which partner would you like for me to power up?
Can't do anything right now, but basically it works like the blue token blocks in the first game where you hit the block and it powers up your partner. Ultra Stone for Ultra Rank, stuff like that. Same premise, but with Shine Sprites instead. And you know you have Professor Frankly because his face is right here on the door. Let's go ahead and talk to him about that treasure map. Well, someone's all excited. Okay, 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 we're going. We're not going to practice on that. We know the action commands and stuff like that. And you're going to see it throughout the battle as well. So I'll definitely show them off and talk about them as we go along here. Also guarding, which I failed to do in that first battle, press A before, but there is an additional mover, but additional move that you can do. But however, we can just I'll explain that at a later time. But here we are in the pipe that will lead into the underground sewers, which will lead us to the 1,000-year door, and we will start that portion in the next one. So until then, do like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you have yourselves a fantabulous day. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Good night.